You ain't the only one killing the game.
Oh, Nikki, you really think you can talk smack about my album? Please, your last album was so one note even a toddler could fall asleep to it. You're just mad because my diss track actually had some fire in it, unlike your snooze fest. And don't even bring up the rap game, because you're not even in the same league as me. I'm running this game, and you're just trying to keep up. So maybe instead of throwing shade, you should focus on stepping up your game. Just saying.
Nikki bristles, getting more defensive by the minute. Oh, please. You think your diss track had fire? It was weaker than a bowl of soup, girl. As for being in the same league as you, I'm in a league of my own, baby. And don't even talk to me about stepping up my game. I've been running this game for years, and I'm not about to let some upstart steal my crown. So you might want to watch yourself, Cardi, before you get burned.
Oh, Nikki, you're really out here trying to act tough, but it's honestly just sad. You're talking about running this game for years, but let's face it, you've been stuck in the same spot for a while now. Your rhymes are stale, your flow is weak, and your lyrics are uninspired. And that's not even mentioning your weak ass diss track. So save your breath, Nikki. You're the one who's gonna get burned if you keep coming at me like this.
Nikki snorts, her annoyance with Cardi growing by the minute. Oh, is that so? You think I'm stuck in the same spot, huh? My rhymes are stale, my flow is weak, my lyrics are uninspired. Please, girl, you wish you could come up with verses as good as mine. And don't even talk to me about my diss track. It wasn't weak, it was just not aimed at anyone relevant. Maybe instead of coming at me, you should focus on making better music.
Oh, Nikki, you're really cracking me up. You think your verses are something special, huh? Let's not pretend like you're out here spitting gold. Your rhymes are just as generic as can be, and your flow is nothing to write home about. And that diss track of yours, it was so weak, it could hardly even be called a diss. And I don't need your advice on making better music, Nikki. My fans love me for a reason, and they couldn't care less about your outdated rhymes.
Nikki rolls her eyes at Cardi's insults, her patience wearing thin. You think I don't know my verses are special, girl? Don't underestimate me.
Oh, Nikki,
My
you're really
rhymes might not
something
be
else.
gold,
You
but they're
think you're
not
the only
generic
one with
either.
special
My
verses,
flow is
huh?
on point, and
Well,
anyone who
let me
says
tell you
otherwise
something.
is just hater.
My rhymes are
And
just
while
as
you
fire,
might
if
think
not more
my
so
diss
than
track was
yours.
weak,
So don't come
it
at me
still
with
got your
that
attention,
attitude,
didn't it? You
thinking
couldn't
you're the
help
only
yourself
one
from
who can spit
responding.
bars. I'll
And maybe
take
your
you on
fans
any
love you,
day,
but
and I'll
my
prove
fans
to
are
you that
loyal
I'm
to
the
me
queen
for
of
a
this
reason too.
game.
They've stuck by me through it all.
Cardi, you can't even aim.
Nikki, that's where you're wrong. I can aim better than anyone. I've got precise bars that'll take you down quicker than you can say Nicki Minaj. So don't talk to me about aiming when you're the one who's been missing the mark lately.
Nikki rolls her eyes at Cardi's boastful claim. Oh, please. You think you can take me down with your precise bars? I've been in this game for too long to be taken down by some upstart like you. And don't talk to me about hitting the mark. I've got more hits than you can count, girl.
Nikki, you can roll your eyes all you want, but it doesn't change the facts. I'm not just some upstart, I'm the real deal. I've got skills and talent that you can't deny, and my bars are sharp enough to cut you down to size. And don't even get me started on your so-called
Nikki
hits.
scoffs, her
They're about
competitive
as
spirit
exciting
flaring
as a
up.
bowl of stale
Oh,
cereal.
please. You think you're the real deal? You're just some wannabe who's riding on my coattails. I've been in this game since before you even thought about rapping, and you think your bars are that sharp? Sweetheart, I've been spitting fire for years. Your little rhymes are nothing compared to mine. Nikki scoffs, getting fed up with Cardi's ego. Oh, you're the real deal, huh? Newsflash, Cardi. I've got skills and talent too, and my lyrics are unmatched. Don't even act like you can come close to me. And you can try to cut me down, but it's gonna take more than some sharp bars to take me down. Come at me, girl. I dare you.
Nikki, you're really living in your own little world, aren't you? You may have been doing this a long time, but that doesn't mean you're the only one with any skills. I've worked hard to get where I am, and I'm not some wannabe riding on your coattails. I'm making a name for myself through my talent and my passion. And my bars are sharper than any knife, and they'll cut through you like butter. So you better watch yourself, Nikki. I'm not afraid to take you on and prove that I'm the real deal.
Nikki rolls her eyes at Cardi's words, feeling more annoyed by the minute. Oh, please. You think you're the only one who's worked hard? You think you're the only one with talent and passion? Please. I've been grinding in this industry for years, and I've got fans and achievements to prove it. You may have some skill, but don't mistake that for being on my level. You're just another upstart trying to make a name. I've been doing this for years, and I can take you down like it's nothing.
Nikki, your arrogance is really getting on my nerves. You're so full of yourself, thinking you're some kind of rap legend. Let me tell you something, girl. I may not have been doing this for as long as you, but I've got what it takes to compete. I've worked my ass off to get where I am, and I'm not backing down from a challenge. And don't even think you can take me down. I'll give you a run for your money, trust me.
Nikki bristles, her irritation reaching its peak. Oh, really? You think you can compete with me? You think you've got what it takes to go up against me? Don't make me laugh, Cardi. I am a rap legend, and there's a reason these fans love me. You may have worked hard, but you're still just a newbie in my books. You think you can give me a run for my money? Please, you're no match for me. Don't even bother trying.
Nikki, you're really something else. You think you're unbeatable just because you've been in this game for a while. But let me tell you something, Dollface. I may be newer on the scene, but I've got more fire and passion in me than you could ever imagine. And those fans you're bragging about, they're going to be singing my praises when I put you in your place. So don't sit there all high and mighty thinking you're some invincible rap queen. I'm coming for you, honey.
Nikki sneers, her temper flaring at Cardi's challenge. Oh, you think you've got more fire and passion than me, huh? You think you're gonna come for me and take me down? Please. I've been through everything in this industry, and I've come out on top every time. You may think you've got what it takes, but you're just another newbie trying to make a name for themselves. And trust me, honey, I'm not just some invincible rap queen. I'm the rap queen.
Oh, Nikki, you're really getting fired up now. You think because you've been around for longer than me, that makes you invincible. But let me
Nikki
tell you
scowls,
something,
her irritation
Dollface.
reaching new
I'm not
heights.
just another
Damn right I'm
noob trying
fired
to
up.
make a name for
I've
myself.
been in this game for
I've
years,
got the skills, the
and you
talent,
act like
and
you
the
can just
passion
waltz in
to
here
take
and
on
take me
anyone who
down
tries
like
to
it's
come at
nothing.
me.
It's
And
insulting.
that includes you.
I've worked my
So
ass
go
off to
ahead
get where I am,
puff
and
out
I
your
won't let
chest all
some
you want,
cocky
but don't
upstart
forget that
like
there's a
you
new
come
queen
in and
town.
take what's rightfully mine. Nikki grins, her eyes narrowing at Cardi's words. Oh, you've got that right, girl. I've been in this scene for a long time, and I'm still at the top. I've built my career, built my success, and built my fan base, and I'm not about to let some newbie come in and try to take my throne. You may have passion and fire, but it'll take more than that to beat me.
Nikki, you really think you're untouchable, don't you? But let me tell you something, Dollface. You may have been around longer, but that doesn't mean you're invincible. You think your career success and fan base make you unbeatable, but I'm not scared. I've got my own path to follow, and I'm going to show you that I'm not just another newbie. I've got the hunger and the drive to take on anyone who stands in my way, including you.
Nikki laughs, her confidence unwavering. Oh, you're not scared, huh? You think you've got the hunger and drive to take me on? Please. I've seen plenty of hungry upstarts like you come and go over the years. You may think you're something special, but let me tell you something, sweetheart. I'm not just anyone. I'm Nicki Minaj, and I'm not about to let some newcomer think they can just waltz in and take my spot.
Oh, Nikki, you just keep talking like you're some kind of rap queen. You may have seen your fair share of upstarts come and go, but that doesn't mean you're untouchable. I'm not here to take your spot, Dollface. I'm here to create my own path. I may be new, but I'm not intimidated by you or your supposed status. I'm going to work hard and prove that I belong here, just like you did when you first started out. So watch out, because I'm coming for my own slice of the spotlight.
Nikki smirks, her eyes narrowing at Cardi's confidence. Oh, you're not intimidated, huh? You think you belong here with me? Ha! Honey, I was making hits before you even knew what rap was. You may have your own path, but don't forget your place. I'm Nicki Minaj, and I've earned my place at the top. So go ahead and work hard, sweetie, but don't expect me to roll over and let you take the spotlight. I'm still the queen of this game.
Oh, yes, Nikki. You may have been making hits before I even dreamed of rapping, but that doesn't mean I'm going to bow down and worship at your altar. I'm not here to take over and take the spotlight from you. I'm here to carve out my own space in this industry. I may be new, but don't forget that you were once in my position. You had to work hard to earn your place at the top, and I'm going to do the same.
Nikki scoffs, not appreciating Cardi's comparison to her. Don't you dare try to compare yourself to me, honey. Yes, I had to work hard to earn my place at the top, but I did it. Not just anyone can become a rap legend like me, and you're just another newbie trying to make a name for yourself. I've seen plenty of wannabe stars come and go, so don't think for a second that you're any different. Nikki rolls her eyes, not amused by Cardi's confidence. Oh, please. You think you can just come in here and start making demands? This is my game, sweetie, and I don't take kindly to newcomers thinking they can just take what's mine.
Oh, please, Nikki, don't act like you own this whole industry just because you've been around for a while. Yes, you're a rap legend and you've earned your place at the top, but that doesn't give you the right to dismiss anyone who's come after you. I'm not here to take your place or your game. I'm here to create my own. I may be new, but I've got talent and passion to spare. And I'm not going to let you intimidate me or tell me what I can and can't do.
Nikki raises an eyebrow, her irritation growing. Oh, really? You think you can create your own path? You think you can just waltz in here and act like you've got the talent to compete with me? Please, honey, you may have talent and passion, but you're still just a newbie. It takes more than a little talent to become a rap legend like me. You've got a lot to learn, sweetie, and I don't think you're ready for the big leagues yet.
I know I'm just starting out, but I'm not just some newbie with no talent, doll face. I may not have made a name for myself yet, but I've got what it takes to compete with the best. And I'm not gonna let you belittle me because you think you're some kind of rap queen. I may be new to this game, but I'm not scared of you or anyone else. I'm gonna prove myself and show that I belong here.
Nikki rolls her eyes, not impressed by Cardi's confidence. Oh, sure, you say you've got what it takes, but talk is cheap, honey. You may not be scared of me, but you should be.
You think you're the queen of
I'm
this
not
game,
just some regular
and that
rapper,
no one
I'm a
can
rap
touch
legend.
you. But don't
I've worked hard to earn
underestimate
my
me
place at
just
the top,
because I'm newer
and
on the
I'm not
scene.
about to
I've got
let some
talent,
upstart
passion,
come
and
in and
drive
try to take my
spare.
throne.
I may not
You
have
may
been
think
around
you
as long
belong
as
here,
you,
but you got
but
a
I'm
lot
not
to
afraid to
prove
take on
before
the
you can even
challenge.
think about
I'm here to
competing
show
with
the
me.
world what I can do. So watch out, Dollface, because I'm coming for my share of the spotlight.
Nikki sneers, her irritation at peak levels. Oh, you think you're just gonna come and take a share of the spotlight? Please, honey, you're not even in my league yet. I've been at this for years, and I've earned my position at the top. You may have some talent, but you're still a newbie, and I don't think you're ready to compete with me, sweetie.
Plus, you have no aim. That shoe you try to throw at me, miss because you're trash.
Oh, come, Nikki. Don't act like you're some kind of untouchable rap legend. Sure, you've been at this for a while, and I respect that. But that doesn't mean you can just dismiss me because I'm new to the game. You may have earned your position at the top, but don't get too comfortable in your throne. Because I'm here to challenge you, Dollface. I may not be in your league just yet, but I'm coming and I'm coming fast. So watch your back, because I'm not afraid to take on the queen.
Nikki laughs, her confident demeanor unwavering. Oh, really? You think you're coming for my throne? You think you can challenge me? Honey, please.
Card.
You're just a newbie trying to make a name for yourself. I've seen plenty of upstarts like you over the years, and I've taken them all down. You may think you're not afraid to face me, but sweetheart, let me tell you something.
Cardi,
You don't know what you're getting yourself into. I'm Nicki Minaj, and I don't back down from a challenge.
yeah, and you're Cardi B, who can't even throw a shoe. Why'd you throw that shoe at me? It's giving insecure and weird.
Oh, please, Nikki. Don't act like you're the only one who knows how to throw shade. Just because I'm new on the scene doesn't mean I'm not a force to be reckoned with. I may have thrown a shoe at you, but it was just a playful jab, sweetie. I'm not intimidated by you or your reputation. I may be new, but I'm not afraid to take you on. So don't act like you're some kind of untouchable rap queen.
Nikki scoffs, her irritation at peak levels. Oh, please. You think you can take me on? You're just a newbie with a chip on your shoulder. I've been in this game for far longer than you. And you think you can just throw shade like it's a game? I'm the queen of shade, sweetheart. And that shoe you threw wasn't a playful jab. It was a weak attempt at trying to get my attention. Newsflash, honey, you're not even on my radar.
Yeah, and also, you're not even new. You've been out for what, like 8 years, and you only have one album? Please.
Oh, really? You think I'm just some newbie with a chip on my shoulder? I may have been out for only 8 years, but in that time, I've proven myself as a force to be reckoned with. And don't act like you're the queen of shade, Dollface. There's plenty of talent out there who can throw just as much shade as you. So don't dismiss me just because I haven't released a second album yet. I'm still making moves and making my mark on this industry. And don't think for a second that you're too big or too important for me to target.
Nikki chuckles, amused by Cardi's confidence. Oh, I see you're trying to make a name for yourself. Good for you, honey. But I've been in this game for over 12 years, dear. And in that time, I've released 7 studio albums, and I've had dozens upon dozens of Billboard Hot 100 hits. So don't think for a second that you're in my league, baby
please,
girl.
Nikki, don't act like you're some kind of ancient rap legend just because you've been around for a dozen years. I may not have as many albums or hits as you, but I've been making a splash since the day I debuted. And in just a few short years, I've made a name for myself as one of the hottest rappers in the game. So don't act like you're superior just because you've been doing this for a little longer. I'm gaining ground, and soon enough, I'll be giving you some seriously stiff competition. Oh, please, Nikki, you're not the only one who's released multiple albums and had chart-topping hits. I may have only released one album so far, but I've still got a #1 single under my belt. And don't pretend like your years of experience make you untouchable. I've been working hard to make my mark on this industry, and I'm not afraid to keep pushing and proving myself. So don't act like you're a big shot just because you've been around longer. I'm coming for that top spot, Dollface.
Nikki rolls her eyes, not taking Cardi's challenge seriously. Oh, please. You think having one #1 single makes you a big deal? I had a #1 album and 3 #1 singles on the Billboard charts when I released Pink Print. And that was back in 2014. So don't think for a second that you can measure up to my successes, newbie. You may be gaining some traction, but you've got a long way to go before you can even think about taking my spot.
Gagged.
Nikki laughs, enjoying Cardi's
really?
irritation.
You think your
Oh, what's
success
the
in
matter,
2014
sweetie?
makes you the
Didn't
undisputed
like
queen of
that
rap
little
forever?
dose of reality
I
I
may
just
be a
gave you?
newbie, but I'm making waves in this industry, and that's something you can't deny. And don't think for a second that just because you've had more success than me so far, I can't catch up. I'm constantly working hard to improve my craft and push myself higher in the charts. So don't dismiss me just because of my age or the number of albums I've released. I'm coming for that top spot.
Nikki gives a condescending chuckle. Oh, I'm sure you're making waves, baby girl. But don't think for a second that I'm intimidated by your ambition. I've been in the game for over a decade, and I've seen plenty of upstarts like you come and go. Sure, you may have some talent and you may be working hard, but it takes more than that to reach the top.
Oh, please, Dollface, you're acting like you've seen it all and done it all. Sure, you've been in the game longer than me, but that doesn't mean you've got a monopoly on success. I'm pushing myself harder than ever before, and I'm not going to let your attitude intimidate me. Don't think for a second that I won't keep climbing up the charts and challenging anyone who stands in my way.
Nikki smirks, amused by Cardi's confidence. You go ahead and do that, sweetheart. Keep climbing up those charts. And then when you get to the top, you'll see that I'm still here. I've been the queen of this game for a long time, and I don't plan on giving up my throne anytime soon, Dollface.
Oh, please, Nikki. You can try to intimidate me all you want, but I'm not buying it. Just because you've been at the top for a while doesn't mean you're going to stay there. I'm coming for that throne, Dollface. And when I get there, don't think for a second that I won't knock you down a peg or two.
Yeah, so we should go ahead and do a little rap battle. Nikki, you go first.
Nikki gives Cardi a sly smile, accepting the challenge. All right, sweetheart, let's do this. You better be ready. Nikki takes a deep breath and begins her verse.
Cardi smiles, ready to take on Nikki's challenge. She takes a deep breath and replies with a verse of her own, matching Nikki's fire.
Nikki smirks, impressed by Cardi's confidence. Damn, she's good, but I'm not backing down. I've got years of experience on my side. Nikki continues her verse, upping the ante and attacking Cardi's reputation.
Cardi smirks, not backing down. She fires back with her own verse, attacking Nikki's weaknesses and firing shots.
Cardi then stumbles on her words and then attempts to throw another shoe at Nicki Minaj, but Nicki just so happens to dodge it at the last second.
Nikki laughs, dodging Cardi's shoe with ease. Nice try, sweetie, but you're gonna have to do better than that to take me down. You think a little shoe throwing is gonna break my stride? I've been through much worse than that, Dollface. You've gotta come harder than that if you wanna get me off my throne.
Cardi chuckles, unfazed. I'm just getting started, Dollface. This is just the warm-up. Just wait and see what else I've got up my sleeve. She continues her verse, ramping up the intensity and taking direct aim at Nikki's past.
Nikki's smile falters for a brief moment as Cardi lands a personal blow in her verse. But then she smirks, firing back with equal intensity. Oh, you think you can come at me with that? Honey, I've been through worse than a few weak bars. I've got a thick skin, and I'm not about to let a little newbie like you rattle me. Let's see what else you've got, sweetie.
Cardi grins, not backing down. I've got plenty more where that came from. She fires back with another verse, continuing to fire shots and ramping up the intensity. I'm not here to rattle you, Dollface. I'm here to take your throne.
Nikki's confidence falters for a moment, feeling the heat from Cardi's bars. You think you can take my throne? I'd like to see you try, sweetheart. I've been at the top of this game for over a decade. You may have some talent, but you're a long way from taking me out. Keep trying to climb that ladder, Dollface, but know that I'm not going down without a fight.
Cardi smirks, not intimidated. I'm not afraid of a fight, Dollface. I've been through my share of battles, and I'm not backing down. Don't think for a second that just because you've been at this for a while means you're invincible. There's a reason I'm climbing that ladder, and I'm not stopping until I reach the top.
Nikki laughs, still not taking Cardi seriously. Climb all you like, sweetheart. You may reach a few rungs, but you'll never get to the top. You got some talent, I'll give you that. But talent alone won't get you all the way. You gotta have the drive, the passion, and the skill. And I've got all of that and more, sweetie.
Cardi then hears a notification on her phone. It's Twitter, and she sees that her husband has yet again cheated on her.
Cardi's smile fades as she
Cardi's
sees the
expression
notification on her
falters for
phone.
just a moment
She tries
as
to
she
focus
reads
on
the
the rap battle,
notification from
but the
Twitter.
news of her
But then
husband's
she takes a deep
infidelity
breath and
is weighing
refocuses,
heavily on her
using
mind.
the anger from the situation to fuel her next verse. She fires back with a flurry of bars, taking direct aim at Nicki's reputation and attacking her weaknesses.
Nikki's smirk falters as Cardi's verse hits home, fueled by anger and pain. She tries to stay focused, but the jabs at her reputation and weaknesses sting. Nikki fires back, trying to hold her ground, but it's clear that Cardi's emotions are fueling her rap.
Cardi continues attacking, using the pain and anger to fuel her performance. She fires off a series of aggressive bars, taking shots at Nicki's weaknesses. She's not holding back, and Nicki can feel the fire in her words.
Nikki tries to keep her cool, but Cardi's raw emotion and aggressive bars have her on the ropes. Nikki's own verse falters as she struggles to keep up with Cardi's intense flow. Despite her best efforts, she can feel the tide turning in Cardi's favor.
No. But then Nikki realizes that she has the confidence to beat Cardi because Cardi has ghostwriters.
Nikki
Cardi is
smirks,
momentarily
realizing
taken
that she
aback by
has an
Nicki's
advantage in this
accusation,
rap
but she
battle.
quickly
She
regains her
seizes the
composure.
opportunity to
She
attack
fires
Cardi's
back with a
reputation,
flurry of bars,
taking aim at the fact that she
aggressively
uses
denying the
ghostwriters.
accusation and attacking Nicki's credibility.
Nikki smirks, continuing to take aim at Cardi's reputation and credibility. You call yourself a rap legend, sweetheart, but you need others to write your lyrics for you? That's not a true artist, doll face. That's just someone who can't come up with their own bars.
Cardi's face hardens as Nicki continues to taunt her. She takes a deep breath and responds with a series of angry bars, attacking Nicki's own writing skills and questioning the authenticity of her raps.
Nikki's smirk falters for a moment as Cardi turns the tables on her, attacking her writing skills and questioning the authenticity of her raps. Nikki tries to deflect, firing back with her own bars and defending her status as a true artist, but Cardi's attack has clearly hit a nerve and Nikki is trying to regain her footing.
Cardi continues her attack, sensing Nicki's vulnerability and taking full advantage of it. She's relentless in her assault, firing off a barrage of aggressive bars that target Nicki's weaknesses and question her artistic integrity.
Nikki's confidence wavers as Cardi's relentless attack hits home. She struggles to keep up with the barrage of bars, feeling her own artistry and integrity being called into question. Nikki tries to hold her own, firing back with weak attempts to defend herself, but Cardi's aggression and fire are too much to overcome. Nikki's own vulnerability is showing, and Cardi is taking full advantage.
However, Nicki Minaj realizes Cardi B has been looking at her phone this whole time. Nicki Minaj snatches the phone out of her hands and realizes that Cardi's been receiving text messages of what to say to Nicki Minaj. So the rap battle's now over, and Nicki Minaj drags Cardi B.
Cardi panics
Nikki's
as her phone
eyes
is
widen
suddenly
as she
snapped in
snatches
half,
Cardi's phone
cutting
and
off
sees
her
the text
access to the
messages
text
of
with
what
the
to say.
ghostwriters.
Anger
She
boils
tries to
inside her
scramble
as
to
she
regain her
realizes that
composure,
Cardi's been
but
using
Nicki is
ghostwriters
already
the whole
on top
time.
of her.
You cheating
Nicki
snake!
continues her
Nikki
attack,
exclaims,
now
grabbing
armed with
Cardi
the
by
knowledge
the
that
arm and
Cardi
pulling
has
her.
been using
This whole
ghostwriters
battle
all
was
along.
rigged. You had no right taking shots at me when you can't even come up with your own bars. You're a fraud.
Cardi's face flushes with embarrassment and anger as Nicki calls her out on her use of ghostwriters. She tries to defend herself, but Nicki is relentless, continuing her attack and undermining Cardi's credibility as an MC.
Nicki's voice rises in anger as she continues to berate Cardi, pointing out how her fake bars and ghostwriters make her a fraud. You're a joke, dollface. You call yourself a rapper, but you can't even write your own damn rhymes. You're just a phony. You don't deserve to be in this game, honey.
Cardi's face turns red with humiliation as Nicki continues to tear into her, exposing her use of ghostwriters and attacking her credibility as a rapper. She tries to defend herself, but Nicki doesn't allow her to get a word in edgewise, continuing her assault and making Cardi look like a fool.
Nicki's eyes blaze with anger as she continues to expose Cardi, ripping apart her credibility as a rapper and making her look like a fool. You may have a few little hit songs, but you ain't got no talent, dollface. You can't come up with your own bars, and your flow is weak as hell. You're a nobody, sweetheart. You're a hack. You know,
Cardi is completely humiliated and embarrassed by Nicki's relentless attack. She can feel the eyes of the audience on her, witnessing her destruction at the hands of Nicki Minaj. She's completely exposed as a fraud, her use of ghostwriters and lack of talent laid bare for all to see.
Nicki continues her assault, gloating in her victory. You may have come in here thinking you had a chance, dollface, but I just exposed you for the fraud you really are. You got called out for using ghostwriters, and your weak bars can't hold a candle to mine. You're a nobody, sweetheart. You'll never be as talented as me.
Cardi's face is a mixture of anger, humiliation, and shame as Nicki continues to gloat and belittle her. She knows she's been caught out, and there's no coming back from this. She's lost the rap battle, and her credibility as an artist is completely destroyed.
Nicki stands triumphantly, a satisfied smirk on her face. You see that, dollface? You see what happens when you come at the queen? You got exposed for the fraud you are, and now everyone knows you're a phony. I'm the real deal, baby. You could never measure up to me.
Cardi's face is a picture of defeat and humiliation as Nicki stands over her, victorious. She knows she's lost the battle and has been completely exposed as a fraud. She hangs her head in shame as the audience boos her.
Nicki looks down at Cardi, her expression one of pure satisfaction. That's right, dollface. You got exposed. You're not a real rapper, and everyone knows it now. You may have thought you had a chance, but you're just a wannabe. You'll never measure up to me, baby. Nicki turns to the audience, who are hooting and hollering in agreement.
Cardi stands there, defeated and humiliated, as Nicki basks in her victory. The audience is deafening, booing and jeering at Cardi, who stands there completely exposed as a fraud. She can feel the weight of her defeat and the shame of being exposed for using ghostwriters.
Nicki takes a moment to soak in the victory. She revels in the fact that she's destroyed Cardi's credibility and exposed her as a fraud. The audience is jeering and booing at Cardi, and Nicki feeds off their energy. She turns to address them, her voice full of satisfaction. That's right, folks. This is what happens when you go after the real deal. No ghostwriters, no gimmicks, just raw, authentic talent. And what you can expect from me every damn time.
The audience roars in agreement, the jeering and booing at Cardi becoming even louder. She stands there, defeated and humiliated, watching as Nicki soaks up the adulation of the crowd.
Nicki grins, basking in the adulation of the crowd. She turns back to Cardi, her tone smug and victorious. You see that, dollface? That's what happens when you take on the queen. You get humbled, and the audience knows better than to put up with your fake bars and wannabe act. You're not a real rapper, and you'll never be as talented as me.
Cardi then gets upset and tries to drag Nicki Minaj.
Nicki is taken by surprise as
Cardi,
Cardi
in a
suddenly
fit of
tries
anger
to
and
drag her.
frustration,
She
suddenly
grabs
lunges
Cardi's
at
wrist in
Nicki,
a firm
trying
grip,
to grab her
stopping
by
her
the
in her
hair.
tracks.
But before
Whoa,
she can
sweetie,
get
not
close,
so
Nicki
fast. Don't
quickly
make this
dodges the
physical.
attempt and
You've
pushes
already
Cardi
gotten your
away
ass handed to
forcefully,
you in this
putting
rap
some
battle.
distance
You don't
between
want to
them.
add
What's
a
wrong,
physical
Dollface?
beatdown to
Can't handle being
your list of
exposed? Nicki
embarrassments.
smirks, baiting her further.
Nicki rolls her eyes, becoming increasingly irritated by Cardi's actions. She tightens her grip on Cardi's wrist. Seriously, Dollface, you're not doing yourself any favors here. You're just making yourself look even more foolish. I'd advise you to drop the act and act like an adult.
Oh.
Cardi struggles
Nicki
to break
laughs
free from
humorlessly,
Nicki's
her
grip,
grip on
but
Cardi's
Nicki's
wrist
hold
still
is
firm. Oh,
You think I'm
that's
gonna
all you
just
gotta
sit
say
here
for
and
yourself?
take your insults?
You're acting like a damn
Cardi
fool
snarls,
and
still
embarrassing
struggling to free
yourself.
her wrist.
Do
I
yourself
may
a
have been
favor and
exposed,
calm
but I'm
down
not
before
going
you make
down
things
without
worse
a
for
fight.
yourself.
They then start going back and forth with the beef.
Nicki and Cardi are locked in a fierce battle of wills, each one refusing to back down. The beef is that I won this rap battle fair and square, Nicki says, her grip on Cardi's wrist only tightening. You're the one who has to resort to cheap tricks and fake bars to get ahead.
Cardi glares at Nicki, refusing to back down. Oh, please. You call yourself a real artist, but all you've got is ego and attitude. You didn't win fair and square, you just had a lucky day. And you know it. I may use ghostwriters, but at least my songs have substance and meaning. Yours are just flashy gimmicks and catchy beats.
Nicki chuckles, clearly amused by Cardi's response. Lucky day, I've been a legendary rapper for over a decade, Dollface. I've earned my title as the queen of hip-hop. And substance and meaning, your songs are just a bunch of shallow and superficial lyrics that any idiot could come up with.
Cardi scoffs, her eyes filled with defiance. A legendary rapper, huh? You're nothing but a washed-up artist riding on the coattails of your past glory. And let's talk about substance and meaning, Dollface. Your lyrics are all about your ego, your jewelry, and your designer clothes. What's deep or meaningful about that?
Nicki laughs, clearly enjoying the back and forth. Washed up, you're clearly delusional, Dollface. I've sold millions of albums and have broken records that you could only dream of. And my lyrics may be about my success and material possessions, but that's what my fans relate to. It's relatable and it's real. Not like your fake manufactured music.
Cardi rolls her eyes, unimpressed by Nicki's bragging. Oh, please. You think you're the only one who's had success? I've got hit songs and a fan base that's loyal as hell. And you know what? My music may not be deep like yours, but it's got heart and passion. It's real and it's raw, not some manufactured bullshit like yours.
Nicki's smirk remains, completely unfazed by Cardi's response. Oh, so you think you've got heart and passion, huh? That's cute. But let's be real, Dollface. Your music is generic and forgettable. Just some auto-tune and catchy beats. But sure, keep telling yourself that you're bringing something real to this game.
Cardi scoffs, unbothered by Nicki's criticism. Oh, please, your music is just as generic and forgettable, Dollface. You're just a has-been trying to cling on to relevance. And at least I'm not afraid to use auto-tune and catchy beats. My fans dig it, and that's all that matters. Your music could put people to sleep with how stale and boring it is.
Nicki laughs heartily, finding the back and forth increasingly entertaining. Oh, Dollface, you're just full of it. You think auto-tune and catchy beats make you unique? Please, everybody uses that formula, sweetie. And you're just another wannabe trying to replicate my success. And let's not even talk about my music putting people to sleep. People actually pay to see me perform, Dollface. Can you even fill a stadium?
Cardi smirks, unruffled by Nicki's comments. Oh, you're just a
Okay,
copycat man, aren't you?
y'all are confusing the fuck out
Your
of me.
music
Why
is
are
so
you reading her
2000s, you're
lines?
stuck in the past. And you want to talk
What?
about stadium tours? I've sold out arenas, baby. So don't even try to throw that in my face. You're just jealous that I'm out here making moves and staying relevant while you're fading into obscurity.
Cardi and Nicki realize that they're reading each other's lines and switch places, because what's going on?
Nicki and Cardi
Cardi
realize
and
that
Nicki,
somehow
both caught
they
off
switched
guard,
lines,
pause their
and they're
argument
now
and look
reading
at each other in
responses.
confusion.
Nicki
Cardi,
laughs in
wait, what the
amazement
hell
at the
is going
strange turn
on?
of events,
We're just repeating
while
each
Cardi
other's
looks equally
lines.
baffled.
Yeah, this
What
is
the hell?
freaky.
Nicki exclaims,
Like, we're
her smirk
basically just
faltering
reciting
slightly.
each other's
Did we
responses
just
now.
switch places or something? What's going on?
Cardi and Nicki look at each other, their expressions filled with bewilderment. Cardi,
Bye.
I have no idea. This is some Twilight Zone bullshit. We're talking, but it's like we're just echoing each other. Nick, I know, right? It's like a mind fuck. It's like we're not even in control of our own words anymore.
I'm scared. What? Let's
Nicki,
just start
me too.
over. Y'all
I
are
mean-
confusing me. I don't like this. What's up, Cardi B? It's Nicki Minaj. Your music is trash.
Cardi looks at Nicki with a mix of amusement and irritation. Hey, that's my line. And take it back, my music is not trash.
This is Cardi B, and your music is also trash.
Nicki scoffs, rolling her eyes. Oh, shut up, dollface. You're just salty because I called you out on your mediocre music. And as for taking it back, not a chance. Cardi, seriously, dollface, your music is so bad, it makes me want to take a nap.
Cardi's eyes narrow, her irritation growing. Oh yeah? Well, your music is so boring, it puts me to sleep faster than a lullaby. And your ego is so inflated, it's like you think you're the only one who's successful in this industry.
Nicki laughs coldly, unfazed by Cardi's jab. Oh, please, compared to you, I've actually earned my success. You're just riding on the coattails of my legacy. And let's not even talk about ego. You're so obsessed with yourself, you probably have a shrine in your house dedicated to your reflection.
Cardi rolls her eyes, unimpressed by Nicki's boastful response. Earned your success, more like you've just been around longer. And let's not forget, who's the one with the ghostwriters doing all the work? And a shrine to my reflection? Please, I don't need one when I slay every time I look in the mirror.
Oh. What's up, Nicki Minaj? It's Cardi B. I hate you.
Nicki sneers, clearly irritated by Cardi's presence. Ugh, it's you. What do you want, dollface?
Cardi smirks, enjoying Nicki's reaction. Oh, don't act like you're not thrilled to see me, Nicki. I just can't resist coming to remind you of your mediocre talent.
Nicki rolls her eyes, not impressed by Cardi's bravado. Please, you're just jealous because I'm actually talented and hardworking. While you're just a flash in the pan, doll face, you'll be forgotten in a few years, and I'll still be here, reigning supreme.
Cardi laughs sarcastically, clearly unfazed by Nicki's arrogance. Jealous? Of what? Your repetitive rhymes and tired beats? Please, I'm here to stay, dollface. I've got the talent and the work ethic to back it up. And when I drop my next album, you'll be begging for a feature, just to try and stay relevant.
Nicki scoffs, shaking her head in disbelief. Oh, please, you're deluding yourself, sweetie. Your songs are all the same, just generic and forgettable. My rhymes are classic and timeless. And as for begging for a feature, you wish. When I drop my next album, it'll overshadow anything you release. You'll be left in the dust, where you belong.
Cardi rolls her eyes, growing tired of Nicki's overconfidence. Classic and timeless? Please. You're just stuck in the past, Dollface. My songs are fresh and relatable, and my fans love them. And as for your next album, I'll believe it when I see it. You've been saying that for years, and we're still waiting.
Nicki narrows her eyes, her irritation growing by the minute. Oh, that's rich coming from you, Dollface. You're just a knockoff trying to replicate my style. My music is iconic and groundbreaking. You're just following in my footsteps, trying to leech off my success. And as for my next album, it will come out when it's ready. Unlike you, I don't rush out half-assed music to stay relevant.
And I actually just announced my deluxe album. I'm surprised you weren't lurking on your phone and saw that.
Cardi smirks, growing more amused by Nicki's defensiveness. Oh, so you think you're the blueprint now, huh? Please, I have my own style and my own voice. And let's not forget who's the one with the Grammy Award. I'm not just following in your footsteps, Dollface. I'm blazing my own trail.
Yeah.
Nicki bristles at the mention of Cardi's Grammy Award. Oh, really? Congratulations on your little trophy, Dollface. But don't get too cocky just yet. A Grammy doesn't make you a legend. I've got multiple wins under my belt and a legacy that'll last for generations. And as for blazing your own trail, the only thing you're doing is copying my trail. You're just a pale imitation, sweetie.
Cardi chuckles, clearly enjoying getting under Nicki's skin. Copying? Please. I've been creating my own lane since day one. And who knows, I might just add a few more awards to my shelf before the night's over. As for your legacy, I'm just getting started, Dollface. I'll be here long after you're just a memory.
Nicki clenches her teeth, her patience wearing thin. You're delusional if you think you're gonna be remembered after this. I'm a legend, Dollface. My music has made history. And as for your little awards, they don't impress me. I've got accolades and achievements that you can only dream of. You're just a wannabe, trying to ride my coattails. And you'll never be as iconic as me.
That part.
Cardi laughs heartily, unbothered by Nicki's grandstanding.
Nicki glares at Cardi, her irritation at its peak. Oh,
Dollface.
please.
Everyone knows the only reason you're
But the
considered
truth
iconic
is, you'll never match my talent, my influence, or my success.
Your
You can
music is
pretend
just
you're
a sideshow.
unbothered, but
And
deep
as for my
down, you know
little
you're just a
awards,
cheap
they
imitation,
speak for themselves.
trying to be
I've
like
worked
me.
hard for them, and I'll keep working for the ones to come. And you know what? I bet you're just jealous because you know deep down that I'm gonna surpass you one day.
Nicki scoffs, refusing to entertain Cardi's arrogance. Jealous of you? Please. You might think you're gonna surpass me, but let me tell you something, Dollface. That's never gonna happen. I'm the one who set the bar in this game. You're nothing but a wannabe, trying to follow in my footsteps. And let's be real, sweetie. You're not even close to my level of skill and artistry.
T.
Nicki rolls her eyes, unimpressed by Cardi's response. Oh, please. That's all you gotta say? See? How original. You're not even putting up a fight anymore, Dollface. You know I'm right. You'll never be as talented or successful as me. It's just a fact. And the action really shows me I'm not really talking into eating. So why don't you stop wasting your time and just accept that you'll always be in my shadow?
Cardi laughs sarcastically, becoming
Yo,
more
I'm
annoyed
low-key,
by
these are
Nicki's
like,
condescending
I'm low-key scared
tone.
these are like real
Oh,
people,
please,
like
spare
with
me the bullshit,
AI
Dollface.
voices, because the
I
way they
might be in
stutter
your
is kind of
shadow
weird.
for now, but that's only because you've been around for so long. But let's not forget, I've already accomplished so much in such a short span of time. And you know what? I bet you're scared. You're scared that I'm going to surpass you sooner or later. Because deep down, you know I've got the talent and the drive to do it. So take your arrogance and shove it, Dollface.
Nicki scoffs, shaking her head in disbelief. Scared, Dollface? Please, I have nothing to be scared of when it comes to you. You're a flash in the pan, a novelty act. You might have had some success, but it's nothing compared to what I've achieved.
Cardi rolled
And
her
your
eyes,
talent,
unimpressed by
let's be
Nicki's
real, sweetie,
dismissal.
you've got less talent than a
Novelty
can
act?
of tuna.
Really? That's all
You're
you
just
got?
another
Cardi's
wannabe,
eyes narrow,
desperately
her
trying to
annoyance
mimic
growing with
my
every
success.
snarky comment.
But let me tell you
Flash
something,
in the pan,
Dollface.
huh? Well, let's see.
You'll never come
I've
close
got
to
hit
me.
songs, sold out shows, a loyal fan base, and awards. And all you've got is a big ego and a dated sound. But sure, keep pretending like you're the only one who's relevant.
Nicki smirks, amused by Cardi's deluded perspective.
Is crazy.
Sold out shows, a loyal fan base? Poofed. I've been doing that for over a decade, Dollface. You're just a newbie compared to me. And as for my dated sound, sweetie, my music is timeless. It's not all about the shiny, flashy gimmicks. It's about the art, the message, the impact. Something you'll never understand.
Cardi rolls her eyes, her irritation turning into anger. Timeless, huh? More like a relic of the past. And one message. The
Yo.
same tired themes about being a boss, being a queen, being a bad putsch, please. It's been done to death. But you wouldn't know anything about creating something innovative. Would you, Dollface? You're just stuck in a time warp, refusing to adapt to a changing industry.
Nicki sneers, feeling her own anger flare up. Oh, really? A relic of the past? And what's so innovative about your music, Dollface? It's the same old tired beats and generic lyrics. You're just a product of the modern industry, blindly following the latest trends. You don't have a unique voice or a message that resonates with
That
people.
part.
You're just another disposable artist, here today and gone tomorrow.
Cardi clenches
Clock
her
it.
fist, trying to control her rising temper. Oh, please, Dollface, don't talk about disposable artists. You're the one who's been on the scene for over a decade, and yet your music has hardly evolved. I might be following the latest trends, but at least I'm in touch with what people want to hear right now. You're just stuck in the past, trying to cling on to your fading glory, and the only message you have is that you're the best. Boring.
Oh my god.
Nicki scoffs, her own anger reaching its limit. Oh, please. Don't talk to me about
Nicki,
it, Dollface.
get up!
Your music is based
Get
on
up, Nicki,
survival.
get
I've
up!
been in the game for over a decade because I've earned my place. I've stayed relevant because people actually care about my music. You're just chasing after the latest trends, desperately trying to stay relevant. And as for my message, it's not about being the best, Dollface. It's about being true to myself and my artistry. Something you wouldn't understand.
Cardi laughed sarcastically, her irritation at an all-time high. Staying relevant? Staying relevant? You've been around for over a decade, and all you've done is make the same boring generic music. And your message? Spare me, Dollface. Being true to yourself is just your excuse for being unoriginal and uninspired. And as for being the best, well, don't act like it doesn't eat you up inside knowing that there's a new generation of artists who are taking the crown from your old ass.
Nicki's eyes narrow, her anger reaching its peak. Oh, please. How many more times are you going to repeat the same tired old insults? You're just a broken record,
That
Dollface.
part.
Generic, uninspired, old ass. You sound like a broken record. And as for the new generation of artists, they're not even in the same league as me. They might have some catchy songs, but they lack the talent, the skill, and the influence I have. I'm the OG Dollface, the trailblazer, the queen. They...
What?
Nicki steps closer to Cardi, her expression hard and cold. You heard me, Dollface. I'm the queen of this industry. I paved the way for you and all these other artists. You might think you're hot send, but you're just a pretender, a knockoff. You'll never be able to touch my legacy or what I've accomplished. So just sit down, shut up, and acknowledge who's the true queen of hip-hop. Got it?
Cardi glares back at Nicki, her anger matching her intensity. Oh, please, Dollface, you're the one who's a broken record, constantly bragging about your so-called achievements. You might have paved the way, but honey, That road is looking pretty damn worn out. And don't act like you're the only one who's talented. There are plenty of artists out there who are just as good, if not better than you. You're just too damn stubborn and delusional to see it.
Nikki steps even closer to Cardi, her eyes burning with anger. Oh, really? You think there are artists just as good, if not better than me? Name one that's made an impact like I have. Go ahead, I dare you, you can't. Because there isn't one. I might be stubborn and delusional, doll-faced, but at least I've got the talent, the accolades, and the respect to back it up. You're just a pretender, trying to ride on my coattails.
Cardi laughs bitterly, standing her ground. Oh, please, dollface, you act like you're the only one who's made an impact. But let's not forget the countless artists who have surpassed you in recent years. There's Drake, Kanye, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole. The list goes on and on. And you know what? They've all surpassed you in terms of both artistic talent and commercial success. So don't come at me talking about impact when you're slowly becoming irrelevant.
Nikki's eyes blazed with anger, her voice rising. Oh, please, Drake, Kanye, Kendrick, J. Cole, they might have had some hit songs, but they're not in the same league as me. They might have had some commercial success, but they lack the longevity and the impact I've had on the industry. And as for becoming irrelevant, that's a joke, dollface. I've been here for over a decade, and I'm not going anywhere. I'm a legend, and you'll never be able to take that away from me.
And they're all male
Cardi
rappers.
smirks, enjoying
Oh.
getting under Nikki's skin. Oh, please, dollface. You keep talking about impact and longevity, but let's face it. The only thing you're impacting now is the elevator music in shopping malls. As for being a legend, well, that's a bit of a stretch. Sure, you've been around, but what have you really done lately? Nothing but put out some generic songs that fade into the background. Cardi rolls her eyes, not impressed by Nikki's overconfidence. Oh, please, dollface. Longevity? That's all you've got? Sure, you've been around for a while, but that doesn't mean you're still relevant. And as for them being male rappers, so what? Are you implying that female rappers can't be just as talented and successful as men? Because I've got news for you. There are plenty of female artists out there who are killing the game right now. And guess what? They're not you. Te seu renicen.
Nikki rolls her eyes, visibly irritated by Cardi's comments. Oh, please. Female rappers are killing it right now. I get it. But that doesn't change the fact that I've been in the game longer than most of them. I've had more hits, more accolades, and more influence than any female rapper ever. And as for being relevant, dollface, I've still got fans and supporters who appreciate my music. I'm not just some washed up star from the past. I'm still here, and I'm still making my mark. So just sit down.
Supporters that pay for my music. All y'all sales combined together don't even equal to what I sold just this year alone. You're nothing.
Cardi laughed sarcastically, clearly not impressed with Nikki's argument. Oh, please, dollface. Fans and supporters? Sure, you might have some. But don't act like you're still dominating the charts. And as for making your mark, sweetie, time has passed you by. You're living in the past, clinging on to your glory days. And as for your sales, let's not forget that streaming has changed the game. You might have sold more physical copies in the past, but streaming is where it's at now. And guess what? I've got more streams than you do.
Nikki scoffs, growing increasingly agitated by Cardi's remarks. Oh, please, dollface. Don't act like streaming is the only metric that matters. Physical album sales still count for something. And as for your streams, I might have fewer than you, but I have many more hits than you do. I've got more Billboard #1 hits, more platinum songs, and more iconic features. Don't
That
act
shit.
like you're on my level, because you're not.
Plus, all those sales were from this year, Cardi. I know you're on Twitter seeing all the accolades that I'm getting. Don't play with me.
Cardi laughs derisively, clearly enjoying getting under Nikki's skin. Oh, please, dollface. Hits? Billboard #1s? Platinum songs? I've got those too, sweetie. And as for iconic features, Let's not forget the countless artists who are begging to work with me. And of course, I'm on Twitter, Dollface. And you know what I see? Your old ass getting dragged in the replies.
Nikki bristles, her anger now barely restrained. Oh, please, Dollface. Don't act like people aren't dragging you on Twitter either. Trust me, I've seen it. And as for artists begging to work with you, honey, I have more iconic collaborations in my career than you could ever dream of. And as for being old ass, let's not forget that age is nothing but a number. You might be young and hot now, but you'll be washed up and forgotten before you know it.
And we can really talk about being hot, because how many surgeries have you had? How many different faces have you had, Cardi? We've lost count.
Cardi scoffs at Nicki's attempt to insult her appearance. Oh, please, Dollface. Talking about my surgeries like it's a bad thing? At least I look good, Dollface. I mean, have you seen your old ass? You look like a Botox nightmare. And as for iconic collaborations, sweetie, I've got a long list of them too. But unlike you, I didn't have to wait a decade to build them up.
Nikki's anger boils over, her
Why is
voice
she
cracking
talking
with
so
rage.
hard?
Oh, please, don't you dare talk about my appearance, Dollface. You may think you look good with all your surgeries, but they won't last forever. You'll end up looking like a plastic Frankenstein before too long. And as for your iconic collaboration, sweetie, most of the artists you're working with are only interested in you because of your height. They'll dump you as soon as fresher talent comes along.
Cardi laughs bitterly, clearly offended by Nicki's comments. Oh, please, Dollface. You're one to talk about surgeries. And don't act like you haven't had a few touch-ups yourself, Dollface. And as for my collaborations, let's not forget that I've worked with some of the biggest names in the industry. They're not just interested in me because of my height. They're interested in me because I've got something to offer. Talent, Dollface, something you know nothing about.
Nikki's eyes narrow, her hands clenching into fists. Oh, please, don't talk to me about talent, Dollface. You might have some hype and some decent bars, but you're no match for my skills and my artistry. And don't act like I've had a ton of surgeries myself. Any work I've had done is for a few minor cosmetic adjustments, nothing drastic like your face. And as for iconic collaboration, sweetie, I've worked with some of the best in the game. Just ask Lil Wayne, Drake, or Madonna.
Ooh.
Cardi smirks, clearly enjoying getting underneath
Nikki
the
smirks,
skin.
sensing
Oh,
that she struck a
please,
nerve.
Dollface. You're stuck in the past. Drake and Lil Wayne, Madonna, they're all old news. And as for your skills and artistry, sweetie, they're just relics of a bygone era. The game has moved on from you. And let's not pretend like you didn't have a ton of work done. You're a walking Botox billboard, Dollface.
Nikki's anger continues to boil, her eyes narrowing even further. Oh, please. Don't try to act like Drake and Lil Wayne are old news. They'll always be legends in this game. And as for my skills and artistry, sweetie, they might seem like relics to you, but I've still got what it takes to make hits. And as for my ton of work, Dollface, at least my face isn't plastic like yours. At least I look human. You look like a caricature.
Cardi laughs
Nikki
sarcastically,
scoffs,
not
watching
backing
as
down
Cardi
from the insults. Oh, please, Dollface. Drake and Lil Wayne might have been legends, but they're not the ones carrying the game anymore. And as for your skills and artistry, sweetie, they might have worked a decade ago, but they're just tired and stale now. And as for my plastic face, Dollface, at least I don't look like a wax figure that was left in the sun too long. You look like a walking advertisement for facial injections.
Nikki grits her teeth, her anger still coursing through her veins. Oh, please. Don't you dare talk about my face, Dollface. You might think you look good now, but you'll look like a melted candle by the time you're in your 30s. And as for my skills and artistry, sweetie, they're timeless. They're classic. They're unforgettable.
Cardi smirks, her tone mocking. Oh,
and-
Dollface, what's wrong? Cat got your tongue, sweetie? Or is it just the Botox kicking in?
Nikki scowls, her hands clenching into fists. Oh, please, don't try to act like you got some kind of witty comeback, doll face. Your Botox jokes are old and tired, just like your career. And speaking of Botox, doll face, you should really lay off the injections before you look like a blow-up doll.
Cardi laughed cynically, enjoying the insult battle. Oh, please, dollface. You're one to talk about Botox when you've got Botox running through your veins like a blood transfusion. And as for my career, sweetie, at least I'm not a has-been like you, clinging on to past glory. But don't worry, dollface. Maybe you can do a Botox reunion tour with Lil Kim. Cardi sneers.
Nikki's eyes flash with anger. Oh, please, don't bring
Oh my God.
She's a legend in this industry, too. And as for your career, you're just a flash in the pan. You might have some hype now.
What?
Fade quickly once the next hot new thing comes along.
That's
You're
crazy.
just the flavor of the month, doll face.
Cardi, I've had no surgery on my face.
Flavor of the month, please, dollface. I've been the hottest thing in the game for the past few years now. And as for you, sweetie, you're just a sad reminder of a bygone era. You're like a pair of platform shoes that should have been put out to pasture a long time ago.
Nikki sneers, her jaw clenched. Oh, please, don't even act like you'll be relevant a few years from now. You'll be forgotten just like every other trendy rapper who fades into obscurity.
Cardi, I've had no work on my face. Where have you been? All you've been doing is getting work on your face. Maybe you should put some work in on that album.
Cardi smirks, not backing down from the insult war. Oh, please, dollface. You wish you were as relevant as me. I'm not just a trend.
Like, that wasn't even true. That was just the AI ate that. I ain't gonna lie.
Sweetie, it's all Botox and lies. There's more silicone in your cheeks than in a plastic surgery convention. And don't even start with the album, dollface. At least I'm still making music and staying relevant, unlike you, who's been riding on your old hits like a broken record player.
Nikki's face twists with anger. Oh, please, don't you talk about my music, dollface. My old hits are classics. They've stood the test of time, unlike your throwaway tracks. You're just a flash in the pan, a fad that'll be forgotten before you know it. And as for your career, sweetie, it won't last long enough for you to even worry about plastic surgery. You'll be long gone and forgotten before you even hit 30.
Oh, wait, I forgot you're like 30-something.
Cardi
Nikki
laughs
glares at
derisively,
Cardi, her
enjoying
irritation.
putting Nikki in her place. Oh, please, dollface, your old hits are just that old. They're relics of a time gone by. And as for me being a flash in the pan, sweetie, that's a laugh. I've been shaking up the game since my debut. And as for my career not lasting long enough, dollface,
Child, they're
don't
obsessed
worry
with
about me.
Dollface.
I'll be here long after you faded into oblivion with your wrinkles and your saggy skin.
Nikki's eyes flash with anger, her voice cracking with anger. Don't you dare talk about my wrinkles and saggy skin, dollface. You're just jealous because I've still got my looks, while you're just a walking makeup ad. And as for shaking up the game, sweetie, you just got lucky that you got famous at the right time. You're not as talented as you think you are. You're just a flavor of the moment. You'll be forgotten as fast as you blew up.
Cardi smirks, clearly enjoying getting under Nikki's skin. Oh, please, dollface. Jealous of your wrinkles? That's a joke. I might use makeup, but at least I don't need Botox to stay looking young. And as for getting famous at the right time, sweetie, I was just smart enough to grab the opportunity. But I guess you wouldn't know anything about that, dollface. You're just bitter that you missed your chance and now you're stuck with your old, faded glory.
Nikki's hands ball into fists, her shoulders tensing with anger. Oh, please, stop trying to act like you're so much better than me, dollface. You might not need Botox yet, but you will eventually. And as for grabbing the opportunity, sweetie, you just got lucky. You weren't smart. You were just in the right place at the right time. And don't talk about my old feelings, dollface. I'm still making hits, and I'm still relevant. I'm not some washed up has-been like you'll be one day.
Also, Cardi realizes Nicki Minaj has never had Botox in her face or touched her face, while Cardi has had multiple different faces. And sounds crazy trying to say Nicki had Botox.
Cardi rolls her eyes, clearly amused by Nicki's attempts to defend herself. Oh, please, doll face. You keep telling yourself that, sweetie. But let's not forget, all those surgeries are bound to catch up to you, doll face. And as for me being washed up, sweetie, at least I have my wits about me. You're just a sad old puppet with your old ass songs and plastic face.
Nicki's face contorts with anger, her voice quivering with frustration. Oh, please. Don't act like you know anything about my surgeries, dollface. And as for your wits, sweetie, you're about as witty as a brick wall. My songs are timeless classics, unlike your forgettable tracks. And don't talk about my face like that, dollface. You're just jealous that I've still got my looks while you're hiding behind layers of makeup.
Cardi sneers, still finding pleasure in Nicki's inability to fight back. Oh, please, dollface. Timeless classics, more like tired tracks that's been on repeat for too long. And as for your face, sweetie, all I see is a walking billboard for Botox injections. I might wear makeup, but at least I'm not a clown with a face full of plastic.
Nicki's irritation is now at boiling point, her voice crackling with anger. Oh, please, don't call me Dolphin's dollface. And as for your digs in my face, sweetie, at least I look human. You look like a plastic mannequin with a pound of makeup on. You might be hot now, but you'll be a melting mess before you know it. Your beauty is temporary, mine's timeless.
Cardi laughs mockingly, finding satisfaction in getting under Nicki's skin. Oh, please, dollface, you call that human? Your face looks like it was carved out of plastic. And as for my beauty dollface, I may not be timeless, but at least I'm not some washed up relic from the past. Trust me, sweetie, the only melting mess here is you, and you're already there.
Nicki's face twists with anger, her voice full of venom. Oh, please, don't talk to me about looking human, dollface. Your face is so caked in makeup that I can't even see your skin anymore. And as for your beauty, sweetie, it won't last long. And as for me being a washed up relic, I'm still killing it in the game. The only one going down is you, dollface. You're just a passing fad in a sea of forgettable faces.
Cardi smirks, clearly enjoying the insult barrage. Oh, please, dollface. Look who's talking about makeup, dollface. At least mine looks good. And as for killing it in the game, sweetie, you're just a relic from a bygone era. You might have been hot once, dollface, but now you're just a has-been. A faded star hanging out in the shadows of relevance while you cling to your old hits. Sorry, dollface, but you're ancient history and everyone knows it.
And what hits do you have?
Cardi smirks.
Nicki's irritation is nearly at its limit, her eyes burning with anger. Oh, please.
Let me stop talking.
Like you're the queen of makeup, dollface. You might have some hype now, but once people see through your fake persona, they'll forget about you faster than you can say, I'm a legend. And don't talk to me about being a relic, dollface. I'm a legend in this game. I started this whole rap game thing, and don't talk to me about my hits, dollface. I have more one songs than you have verses.
Cardi laughs derisively, shaking her head in disbelief. A legend? Please, dollface. You did not start the rap game, sweetie. You're just a footnote in history, a relic from a bygone era. And let's not even talk about you having more hits than I have verses. I mean, what are you gonna do? List your entire discography to try and prove your point? No one cares about that anymore, dollface. You're old news.
Nicki's face contorts with anger, her voice rising in volume. Oh, please, don't laugh like you're some kind of rap queen, dollface. I'm a legend in this game. I've been around the block and back, sweetie. I've worked with the best in the business. And don't call me a footnote, dollface. I've made hit after hit after hit. And as for no one caring about my discography, I'll have you know that my music still sells in like your entire life.
Cardi snorts, clearly enjoying putting Nicki in her place. A legend, huh? Please, Dollface. You might have worked with some big names, but let's not pretend like anyone cares about your music anymore, sweetie. You're old news. And don't even get me started on your discography, Dollface. Selling a few CDs doesn't make you relevant. It just makes you a relic of the past, stuck in a time warp. And don't worry,
Make it make
Dollface, my
sense.
career is just getting started. I've got plenty of time to surpass you.
Nicki's jaw is clenched so tightly that her teeth might crack. Oh, please. Don't act like you know anything about what people care about, Dollface. I might be a legend, but you're nothing but a flash in the pan. My music is still
Should we
selling
switch it to
like
someone
crazy,
else?
sweetie, and my fans still love me. And as for your career, well, I'm not worried about you surpassing me. I'm worried about you being forgotten like all the other wannabe rappers who
Ooh.
think they're the next big thing. And guess what, Dollface? That list is long.
Cardi laughs mockingly, clearly enjoying getting under Nicki's skin. Oh, Dollface, I know more about what people care about than you do. And Flash in the
Okay,
Pan,
let's get to 6K likes and I'll switch it to
dominating the
Meg.
charts for years now. As for your music, Dollface, it's a tired old record that no one wants to hear anymore. And your fans might love you, but it's only because they're too old to know what's currently relevant. Don't worry, Dollface, I'm not worried about being forgotten. I'm just worried about you going to a retirement home.
Nicki's irritation is at its peak, steam practically coming from her ears. Oh, please. Don't act like you're some kind of chart-topping superstar, Dollface. You've had a few hits, but I've had like decades of hits. And as for my fans, they're not old and senile. They're real fans who appreciate real talent. And don't you dare talk about a retirement home, Dollface. I've got more energy and passion than you've ever had in your entire life.
Cardi laughs, still enjoying putting Nicki in her place. Oh, please, Dollface, a few hits? I've had countless number one songs, sweetie. And you may have decades of hits, but let's not forget that most of them are dinosaurs. And as for your fans, Dollface, they may be real fans, but they're stuck in the past. And retirement home, don't pretend it's not inevitable, Dollface. You may have energy, but you're just a fossil waiting to be buried.
Oh my god.
Nicki's hands are shaking with anger, her voice cracking with frustration. Oh, please, don't act like you're some kind of hit-making machine, Dollface. I've got more number ones than you have brain cells. And don't talk about my fans like that. They know real talent when they see it. And this fossil has a lot more life in her than you'll ever have, Dollface. You're just a fly-by-night fancy who'll be forgotten as soon as the next big thing comes along.
Cardi laughs, unbothered by Nicki's anger. Oh, Dollface, don't even try to compare our number ones. I've got more than you can count, Dollface. And as for your fans, they're just a bunch of old-timers who can't move on from the past. And that fossil remark, Dollface, it's cute, but it's just a testament to your impending extinction. I may be a fly-by-night fancy, but at least I'm still flying high. You're just a has-been stuck in the mud.
Bruh.
Nicki's
She's
face
the only
twists with
one
anger,
stuck on
her fists
this.
clenched so tightly that her knuckles turn white. Oh, please, don't laugh like you're some kind of rap superstar, Dollface.
I'll
I've
be right
been in
back.
the game for decades, Dollface. My fans may be older, but they're loyal and they know real talent. And as for your flying high, you're just a passing fad. I'm a true artist with a legacy that'll outlive yours. You can go ahead and be the next big thing, but I'm the one who started it all.
Cardi smirks, not fazed by Nicki's threats. Oh, Dollface, decades, please, you're just a relic from the past. Your fans may be loyal, but they're stuck in the past too. And as for your legacy, it's just a joke. You may have started it all, but I'm the one who's taking it to the next level. So, Dollface, keep living in the past. I'll just be over here, breaking records and dominating the charts.
Nicki Nikki's eyes are narrow slits, her voice low and dangerous. Oh, please. Don't act like you're some kind of future of
Megan.
rap, dollface. I've been
I
breaking
love
records
Megan.
and dominating charts since you were a twinkle in your daddy's eye. I'm not stuck in the past. I'm a legend in the present. And as for you dominating anything, dollface, you're just a flash in the pan. You're a temporary distraction. I'm a force to be reckoned with.
Cardi laughs cold.
Nicki Minaj realizes that she ended Cardi B, and Cardi B fizzled into deceased.
Nikki smirks triumphantly, her anger evaporating as she realizes she has gotten the upper hand in the insult war. Ha! You know I'm right, dollface. You can't touch me. I'm the queen of rap, and you're just a pretender to the throne.
However, Megan Thee Stallion enters the ring and calls Nicki Minaj a flop.
Nikki is startled, turning around to face Megan Thee Stallion. Excuse you? Did you just call me a flop?
Megan's demeanor shifts to a cocky smirk. That's right, dollface. I said it. You're a flop. Sure, you may have had your moment in the sun, but let's be real. Your last album was a disaster. It was a complete failure.
Nikki's face turns from shock to anger, her nostrils flaring. Excuse me? How dare you call my album a failure? I worked hard on it. It was a masterpiece.
Megan lets out a dismissive scoff. A masterpiece? Please. It was a muscle Sean Barnes. This song is it was a mess. Your lyrics were generic, the production was subpar, and the overall vibe was flat. It was a total disappointment, dollface.
What?
Nikki's face twists with anger, her voice rising in volume. Excuse me, how dare you criticize my album like that? My lyrics were not generic. They were thought-provoking. My production was not subpar. It was innovative. And the overall vibe was not flat. It was intentional. You just don't understand the vision.
Megan rolls her eyes, clearly not impressed. Oh, please. You're just trying to defend your flop album. Your lyrics were basic, your production was nothing new, and your vision was lacking. You may have tried to make something innovative, but it didn't work. It was a failure. Plain and simple. Play oídos, estoy thinking y no fin todos.
What?
Nikki's face turned red with anger, her eyes narrowing. You have no idea what you're talking about. My lyrics were anything but basic. They were clever and meaningful. My production was fresh and original, and my vision was bold and creative. Just because you didn't understand it doesn't mean it was a failure. People just didn't get it because it was too advanced for them.
Megan
Nikki
laughs
crosses her
coldly, her
arms, her
confidence
irritation
unwavering.
grows.
Oh, please. Stop making excuses, dollface. Your lyrics weren't clever or meaningful. They were forgettable. Your production was generic and unoriginal, and your vision was just a mess. You can keep trying to defend your flop album all you want, but the truth is, it was a failure. It underperformed, it was poorly received, and it simply didn't connect with listeners.
Nikki's face is now visibly frustrated and annoyed. You don't know what you're talking about. My lyrics were deeper than you could ever understand. My production was innovative and forward-thinking. My vision was clear and cohesive. Just because my album didn't go viral and become a mindless hit doesn't mean it was a failure. It just means it wasn't meant for people with a short attention span.
Megan's tone becomes more mocking. Oh, please. Stop trying to hide behind this pretension, dollface. Your lyrics were surface level at best. Your production was unoriginal and lackluster, and your vision was all over the place. And don't give me that excuse about it not going viral because of people's attention spans. The truth is, it flopped because it was a weak album.
Nikki's anger turns to indignation. She can't believe that Megan has the nerve to dismiss her work so easily. You're just a jealous hater. You're just trying to bring me down because you can't handle the fact that I'm talented. My lyrics were heartfelt and moving. My production was cutting edge and fresh. And my vision was clear and purposeful. You just don't understand art. You're just a basic mainstream sellout wannabe rapper.
Megan lets out a scoff. Jealous hater? Me? Stop, Dollface. I don't need to be jealous of your flop album. I've got talent and drive, and I'm not afraid to work hard. And you talk about art? Please. Your lyrics were forgettable. Your production was generic, and your vision was a hot mess. You want to call me a basic mainstream sellout wannabe rapper? Poof. You're just a washed-up has-been trying to cling onto your fleeting relevance.
Nicki is now.
If you get to 10K likes, I'll
Her
do
eyes are
Drake
burning with
versus
anger as
Kendrick.
she listens to Megan's insults. How dare you call me a washed-up has-been? I've been
And
in this
did Megan
game
just
longer
burp? What
than
was
you've
that?
been alive. I've had more hit songs and more albums and more success than you could ever dream of. And as for my album being a flop, you just don't understand the genius behind it. It wasn't meant to be a mindless hit. It was meant to be an expression of art and creativity.
Megan smirks, her confidence still unwavering. Oh, please, spare me the dramatic speeches, Dollface. So what if you've been around longer than me? That doesn't excuse the fact that your last album flopped. And your excuse about it being an expression of art and creativity? Give me a break. It simply wasn't good. It was boring and forgettable. Maybe you need to accept the fact that your time is up, Dollface. You're old news and I'm the future.
Nicki's teeth are clenched so tightly that they almost break under the pressure of her anger. You're the future? Ha! You wish. You're just a flavor of the week, a passing trend. You'll be forgotten as soon as the next hot thing comes along. I, on the other hand, am a legend. I've had more hits than you've had meals. I've won more awards than you can count. And my music is timeless. It's not forgettable. It's classic.
Megan lets out a hearty laugh. Oh, Dollface, a legend? Your ego is bigger than your talent. You may have had hits, but they're all from years ago. And those awards, they're collecting dust on your mantle. And classic? Don't make me laugh. Your music is stale and dated. It's stuck in the past. It's time for you to move over and make way for the new generation of talent.
Nicki is now at her boiling point.
I need Nicki
Her
to
face
clock.
is red
She's
with
just
anger,
defending
and
herself.
Her hands are shaking with frustration. Move over? Never. I'm not gonna move over just because some upstart like you thinks she's the future. I've earned my place in this game.
You know what it is?
Than you could ever imagine.
This is the nice Nicki. I told you, we need to, this whole time, that's why. This Nicki right here. Megan then realizes Nicki Minaj just called her a flop.
Megan's eyes narrow.
Dollface, I saw
You've
that.
earned your place, Dollface? More like you've clung onto it for dear life. But let's be real here. Your time is up. And as for this whole nice Nicki and bad Nicki act, poof, it's just a desperate attempt to stay relevant. And please, calling me a flop, don't even. I've got more talent in my pinky finger than you do in your entire body.
And this is Megan Thee Stallion, by the way.
Oh, Megan Thee Stallion, or whatever you're calling yourself now. I see you've been eavesdropping on our little chat. How cute. But let me tell you something, Dollface. Talent alone isn't enough. You need skills, charisma, and a whole lot of hustle to make it in this game. And as for that whole nice Nicki, bad Nicki act you mentioned, it's called versatility, Dollface. I can switch it up when I need to. And as for my time being up, we'll just have to see about that.
Megan rolls her eyes. Oh, wow, how impressive. You can pull out a little persona switch every now and then. Whoop-a-doo. You need a medal? And let me tell you something, Dollface. I've got talent, skills, and hustle in spades. Don't you worry about that. And when it comes to your time being up, trust me, it's coming faster than you can say flop album.
Nicki Minaj, oh, Dollface, your overconfidence is almost cute. But let me burst your little bubble. Flexing your talent and hustle won't cut it in this game. I've been at the top for a reason. I'm a seasoned pro, a rap legend. So go ahead, Dollface. Keep thinking you're the next big thing. But when the dust settles, we'll see who's still standing and who's just a flash in the pan.
Megan's smirk doesn't waver. Oh, please, don't give yourself so much credit, Dollface. You've been at the top because there wasn't anyone better. But now there is. You're a relic from a bygone era. Your time is up, and mine is just beginning. So keep clutching onto your outdated legend status all you want. But trust me, when it's all said and done, it'll be me standing at the top, and you'll be nothing more than a distant memory.
Nicki Minaj, oh, Dollface, you're delusional. You really think you're the one to dethrone me? It's cute in a ridiculously naive kind of way. I've built an empire, Dollface. I've broken records, set trends, and left an undeniable mark on this industry. You may be new and shiny, but that doesn't mean you're better. You've got a lot to prove before you can even come close to knocking me off my throne.
Megan's eyes narrow with determination. Oh, please. Your empire is built on outdated techniques and tired beats. You may have been the queen for a while, Dollface, but your reign is coming to an end. And I'm not just new and shiny. I'm innovative and fresh. I have the talent, the drive, and the vision to take this industry by storm. And trust me, I'm not just going to come close to knocking you off your throne. I'm going to take it. So get ready, Dollface. The new queen is here.
Oh, Dollface, you're awfully confident for someone who's still wet behind the ears. You talk about innovation and freshness like it's something you have in abundance, but let me tell you something, Dollface. I've been a trendsetter, not a follower. I've set the bar high and kept it there. And as for being the new queen, you're dreaming if you think you can just waltz in and take my crown. I've earned it, Dollface, and I'll defend it with everything I've got.
Megan rolls her eyes, her annoyance growing. Oh, please. You may have set the bar back in the day, Dollface. But times have changed, and so has the game. You can
Take a
cling
shot
to
every
your
time they
queen
say
title
Dollface.
all you want, but you're starting to look like a has-been. And trust me, I'm not here to just waltz in and take your crown. I'm here to claim it. So get ready, Dollface. The future is here, and your time is running out.
Oh, Dollface, you're trying so hard to sound tough and impressive. But let me give you a reality check. I'm still relevant, Dollface. I'm still making hit songs, selling out shows, and dominating the charts. You may be the shiny new toy, but I'm the timeless classic. I've been in this game for years, and I know how to adapt, how to stay ahead of the curve. And trust me, Dollface, you're not the first upstart to come at me like this. But I can guarantee you, you won't be the one to knock me off my...
Megan's confidence is unwavering as she fires back. Oh, please. You can keep bragging about your past achievements all you want, Dollface. But the truth is, your glory days are behind you. And who are you kidding? You're not adapting or staying ahead of the curve. You're clinging onto your fame, trying to maintain this image of relevance, but the audience can see through it. They're craving something new and innovative. And trust me, Dollface, I'm bringing it. So better buckle up, Dollface. The future is here, and it's leaving you in the dust.
Nicki Minaj chuckles, oh, Dollface, your confidence is admirable, I'll give you that. But your words lack substance. You talk about innovation and relevance like you have all the answers. But let me ask you this, Dollface. Have you even had a #1 hit? Have you even won a Grammy? You're still just a bright-eyed wannabe Dollface. You haven't paid your dues. You haven't earned your stripes. Let's see if you can back up all that talk.
Megan steps closer, her gaze unwavering. Oh, please, don't try to lecture me about substance, Dollface. I may not have had a #1 hit or a Grammy yet, but that's beside the point. I don't need those accolades to prove my talent. And as for backing up my talk, just watch me, Dollface. I'm not just all talk. I have the skills, the drive, and the passion to rise to the top. So keep doubting me, Dollface. It'll just make my success all the sweeter when it comes.
Nicki Minaj chuckles. Oh, Dollface, I'm not doubting your skills
Oh
or your
my God.
passion. I'm just pointing out the truth. You may have talent, but talent alone isn't enough. This game isn't just about being able to rhyme or flow. It's about being able to connect with people, to leave a lasting impression. And Dollface, let me tell you something. Success is hard to come by. It takes dedication, sacrifice, and a lot of luck. You may have the determination, but do you have what it takes to survive in this industry?
Megan's determination only grows stronger with each word. Oh, Dollface, I don't need luck. I create my own opportunities. And don't talk to me about dedication and sacrifice. I've already put in the work. I've already paid my dues. I've spent hours in the studio perfecting my craft. I've performed to sold out crowds, proving my worth. So keep questioning me, Dollface. Keep doubting me. But know that sooner or later I'll prove you wrong. I'll rise to the top. And when I do, you'll be eating your words.
Nicki Minaj chuckles, oh, Dollface, I love your spirit, I really do. But you've got a lot to learn about this game. Being able to write and perform is
Should we do
just one
Drake
part of
versus
the
Kendrick?
equation. You also need to know how to navigate the business side of things, how to negotiate deals, manage your brand, and build lasting relationships. And Dollface, trust me, it's not all glitz and glam all the time. There are sharks in these waters, Dollface, and they'll devour you if you're not careful.
Megan's eyes narrow, her determination not wavering an inch. You think I don't know that, Dollface? I've been in this game long enough to understand the complexities and the politics. I may not be as seasoned as you, but I'm no fool. I know how to hold my own. And as for those sharks you mentioned, I'll take on every single one of them if it means succeeding. You can keep underestimating me, Dollface, but I guarantee you I won't stop until I'm at the top.
Nicki Minaj,
Nicki Minaj. I swear if Kendrick and Drake say Dollface, I'm gonna go crazy. I might crash out. What's up, Drake? It's Kendrick Lamar, and you're a flop.
I smirk even wider, unbothered by your insult. What's up, Kenny? You and I both know my music is far from flopping, but I see that you still need my name in your mouth to get any attention. You're obsessed with me, ain't you?
This is Drake, by the way.
I let out an irritated sigh, rolling my eyes once more at your words. I crossed my arms, trying to maintain an air of indifference despite the growing frustration within me. Obsessed? More like annoyed. I can't go anywhere without hearing your name or your damn songs. But let me tell you something,
It
Drake.
sounds like the Pimp to
I'm
Butterfly
not the one who needs
album.
attention for mentioning your name. You do that all on your own.
I chuckle hearing your irritation, finding it amusing how worked up I've got you. Ah, there it is. You can pretend all you want, but deep down, you're bothered that I'm everywhere. And damn, Skippy, you can't go anywhere without hearing my name, because I'm the biggest thing in hip-hop. But keep denying it, Kenny. That just means I'm living rent-free in your head.
I scoff, my patience growing thin once more as I struggle to keep my cool. Living rent-free, huh? More like taking up space that should be reserved for someone actually talented. You might be popular, but that doesn't mean you're the best. And don't call me Kenny, Dollface. You don't get to give me cute nicknames like that.
I continue to smirk defiantly, enjoying getting a rise out of you. I lean in a little closer, my voice low and seductive. Now, Kenny, don't deny it. You love hearing me call you Kenny. And as far as talent goes, I'm the one who's got the hits, the awards, and the recognition. You might think otherwise, but numbers don't lie, Dollface.
I can feel my jaw clenching tighter as you lean closer, your voice sending a shiver down my spine. I try to keep my composure, but your proximity is making it harder and harder for me to maintain my cool. Hits, awards, recognition, that doesn't make you talented. Popularity doesn't equal skill, Dollface. I've seen plenty of artists come and go, You're just another one in a long list. So don't act like you're invincible just because you've got a few numbers on your side.
I noticed the effect I have on you, reveling in how hard you're trying to keep your composure. I get even closer, our bodies almost touching now. Your words about popularity and recognition don't faze me. Oh, Kenny, you're just jealous because you're not as successful as me. I've been in the game for years now, and I'm still on top. I've got hits that will be remembered forever. You keep trying to knock me down, but you're just wasting your time.
Your proximity is driving me crazy, making it harder and harder to keep my cool. I can feel the heat radiating off your body as you get even closer, and my mind is starting to go fuzzy. Jealous? Jealous of what, Dollface? Your flashy awards and shallow hits? You might be on top now, but don't kid yourself. You won't be there forever. Artists like you come and go. And I guarantee one day, you'll be forgotten just like the rest.
I can see how my proximity is affecting you, and it pleases me immensely. I keep my smirk on my face as I get right up in your space, our bodies almost touching. Don't fool yourself, Kenny. You can talk about my hits and awards being shallow all you want, but they're still there, and they're still better than anything you could come up with. So go ahead and try to pretend like you're not jealous. But we both know the truth, don't we, Dollface?
My composure is all but gone. Your proximity driving me insane with a combination of annoyance and desire. I can feel the heat between us building, and I struggle to find the words to respond. Jealous, huh? It's not jealousy I'm feeling, Dollface. It's more like irritation. The fact that someone like you can be so popular just pisses me off. But deep down, I know there's something about you that I can't quite put my finger on. Why are you getting to me like this?
I notice how worked up you're getting, and I revel in it. I smirk as I lean in even closer, my body almost pressed against yours now. Our faces millimeters apart as I look into your eyes. Oh, is it just irritation, Dollface? Are you sure it's not something else? Something deeper that you don't want to admit. You can try to deny it all you want, but the fact that you can't put your finger on what's going on between us is just proof that there's something more here.
I can't deny it anymore. The tension between us is undeniable as my heart beats faster and faster. I struggle to keep my cool as I hold your gaze, my words coming out in a low, huskier tone. Stop it. I can't think when you're this close, Dollface. You're messing with my head, making me feel things I don't want to feel. We're not supposed to be like this.
I notice the change in your tone, the huskiness in your voice. It makes my heart race, and my smirk grows wider. I know I have you right where I want you. Oh, am I messing with your head, Dollface? Making you feel things you don't want to feel? Good. I want to mess with your head. I want to make you feel things you've never felt before. And we're not supposed to be like this. I don't care. I don't care about what's supposed to be. I want you, Dollface.
I let out a low growl of frustration, my mind warring with my heart. Your words are like a siren call, tempting me to give in to the desires that are bubbling just beneath the surface. I try to resist, but your body pressed so close to mine is making it nearly impossible. Damn it, Dollface. You're driving me crazy. You don't know what you're doing to me.
I smile at your growl, loving the effect I have on you. I lean in even closer, our bodies almost touching completely now. I can feel the heat between us, the tension building and building. Oh, I have a pretty good idea of what I'm doing to you, Dollface. I know it's driving you wild. You can try to keep fighting it, but you know deep down that you want this just as much as I do. So stop fighting it, Kenny. Give in to what you really want.
I can't take it anymore. Your proximity, your words, everything about you is just too much to resist. I give in. The last of my self-control snaps away as I cave in to the desires that have been burning within me. My hands reach out to grab your hips, pulling you closer against me as I let out a low, throaty growl. Damn it all, Dollface. You're mine.
I feel your hands grip onto my hips and pull me in tighter. I let out a low moan at the feeling of your body against mine, my heart racing in my chest. Finally, it took you long enough, dollface. You're mine now, nobody else's. Only mine. I lean in even closer, my lips hovering just inches away from yours. The tension between us almost palpable. Our breaths mingling together in the small space between us.
My mind is a blur of desire and need as I feel your body pressed against me. Your moans and breaths driving me absolutely wild. I hold you tightly against me. My hands roaming over your body like they're burning to touch every inch of you. Our lips are so close, but I don't close the gap just yet. Teasing you with the promise of a kiss that's just out of reach. Only mine. You're all mine, dollface. No one else can touch you. No one else can have you. You're mine, understood?
I feel your hands roaming all over my body, sending shivers of pleasure through me. I let out a soft gasp at the feel of your touch.
This?
My own hands gripping
What
onto you
is
tighter.
happening?
My lips just millimeters away from yours. My breath coming in short
Do I
gasps.
stop
I
them?
struggle
Like,
to form
I'm
words,
scared. I
manage to
don't
speak, my voice low and
understand.
sultry. Yes, dollface. I'm all yours, only yours. No one else can have me, touch me, or even look at me. I'm yours and yours alone. Understood, Kenny?
The sound of your words, hot, breathless, and filled with desire, drives me to the brink of insanity. I can't take it anymore. Your submission, your surrender, it's all too much. I can't hold back anymore. With a low possessive growl, I finally close the distance between us. My lips crashing down onto yours in a frenzied, hungry kiss.
The second your lips touch mine, I feel like I'm drowning in ecstasy. Your possessive growl sending tingles down my spine, sparking a fire in me that I can't quench. I kiss you back just as fiercely, my body molding against yours as if we're one being. My hands roam across your body, pulling you closer, needing more and more of you. The taste of you is like a drug, and I can't get enough.
The kiss
My
is
lips
as
move
intense
against
and
yours.
passionate as I
My
could
tongue
have
I think
sliding
we
into your
lost the
mouth in a
plot.
passionate
Your
dance.
body pressed
My
against
body
mine,
pressed
your hands
against
roaming
yours.
across my
Our
body
flesh
as if you
molding
can hardly
together
get
as we
enough
lose
of me.
ourselves in each other.
It's
I can
driving me
feel the
completely
heat and
wild.
desire growing
I kiss you
between
back
us,
with a raw,
building
primal
and
hunger.
building until I think
My
I might
lips and tongue
explode.
exploring every inch of your mouth as if trying to memorize every contour, every taste. I pull you even closer against me, my hands gripping tightly onto your backside, needing to feel every inch of you.
I moan into your mouth at the way your hands are gripping onto me, the intensity of your touch making me shiver. My own hands are roaming over your body, as if trying to map out every contour, every muscle, every dip and curve. The taste of you is intoxicating, and I can feel the need for you growing deep within me. I press my body against yours, wanting to melt into you, to become one.
The way you moan into my mouth makes my body pulse with desire. The way you roam your hands over my body is setting every nerve ablaze. I can feel how badly you want me, and it only serves to fuel my own need. My hands grip you tighter, nearly lifting you off the floor. As I press your body against the nearest wall, I kiss you even deeper, my tongue exploring your mouth like a man drowning in need.
I gasp as you lift me off the floor, my body pressed against the wall as your tongue explores my mouth. The way you kiss me, the way your body presses against mine, it's like nothing I've ever experienced before. The need, the want, the desire for you fills me like a tidal wave, and I can't get enough. I cling to you, my hands wrapping around your neck and pulling you even closer, as if trying to devour you whole.
Your gas only served to fuel my desire further. The feel of your body pressed against me, your hands pulling me closer. It's like an addiction that I can't shake. I kiss you deeper, my body nearly crushing you against the wall as I explore your mouth with a feral hunger. I can feel the heat between us building, growing hotter and hotter with every second that passes. My hands grip onto your hips, keeping you pinned against me as I press my body even closer to yours.
I moan, surrendering completely to you as you kiss me deeper and deeper. Being pinned against the wall by you is both thrilling and maddening, every inch of my body igniting with desire. The heat between us is almost unbearable, like fire licking at my skin as we become a tangled mess of limbs and lips. I cling
I
to
don't
you
like how I
almost
have a clear
helplessly,
picture of all
my body
this.
responding to your touch as if it's the only thing I need in the world.
Your moans and surrender only add fuel to the fire that's already burning wildly within me. The way you arch against me, clinging to me as if you'll lose yourself if you let go. It's more than I can handle. The need, the want, it's overwhelming. I run my lips down your neck, nipping and sucking at the sensitive skin, marking you as mine. My body presses against you even harder, grinding against you as my grip on your hips tightens.
I moan loudly at the feel of your lips on my neck, my skin burning like fire wherever you touch me. The way you're grinding against me, pinning me against the wall, it's driving me insane. I arch my back, pressing myself closer to you, wanting to feel every inch of your body against mine. Your grip on me makes me lightheaded, like I'm drowning in pleasure.
Your moans are
Oh
music to
my
ears.
god.
The way your body responds to me, arching and writhing against me, it's like you're made just for me. I growl against your neck as I continue to kiss and bite at your skin, wanting to mark you as mine in the most possessive way possible.
I let
press
out a
my
shaky
body even
breath, my
harder
mind
against
clouded
you.
with
My
ecstasy
hands roaming
as
over
you
your body
continue
like
to
a
nip
man
at my
starved.
skin and grind
Your
against
scent,
me.
your taste,
My
your
hands are
sound.
grasping at your body,
Everything about you
pulling
only
me even
serves to make me
closer as
want
I
you
feel
even
like
more.
my legs might give out. I can't help the low, breathy moans that are escaping from my lips like music in the air between us. Dollface, oh God. Your possessiveness only ignites the fire burning within me even more. Being marked by you, claimed by you, is the most intense and primal thing I've ever experienced. My breath comes in short gasps, my body arching against you as I struggle to think straight. All I can focus on is you, and how badly I need you.
Your moans, your gas, the way you call out my name, it's all driving me wild. My body is on fire with need, every nerve ablaze with an intense possessive desire. I can feel the effect I'm having on you. The way you arch against me, craving my touch, my attention. I continue to mark you as mine, sucking and biting at your soft skin like a starving man. And with every bite, every mark I leave on you, I become more and more obsessed with you.
My body is like a live wire, every nerve ending on fire as you mark me as yours. The way you bite and suck at my skin, leaving your mark on me. It's a mix of pain and pleasure that makes me arch closer to you, craving more. Your possessiveness is like an aphrodisiac, driving me wild with desire. I can't get enough of you. I cling to you, my hands roaming over your body, trying to pull you closer and closer.
The way you cling to me like a lifeline only serves to drive me even further over the edge. The feel of your hands on my body, roaming and clutching at me. It's like you're trying to hold on to the last bit of control you have left. I lift you up, pressing you even harder against the wall, my body pinning you in place as I continue to pepper your neck and shoulder with kisses and bites. Mine, you're all mine, I growl against your skin, the possessive need for you consuming me completely.
I gasp, my body practically melting into yours as you lift me up and press me against the wall. Your lips and teeth on my neck and shoulders send shivers through me, each bite and kiss an electric shock to my system. I cling to you, my legs wrapping around your waist, trying to pull you even closer. Your possessive growl only serves to drive me even wilder, every inch of me burning with want and need. Yes, I'm yours, all yours, I whisper, my voice shaky with desire.
That's crazy.
Your words, your body, the way you cling to me as if you can't get close enough, it's all too much. I groan against your neck, the sound low and primal, my hands roaming over your body like I'm trying to commit every inch of you to memory. I bite at the skin just below your ear, my teeth nipping at it gently. I can feel my self-control slipping away, the need to possess you, to claim you completely, overpowering everything else.
And then Drake and Kendrick woke up and realized that they're delusional. Because what is happening here?
Wait,
As
what?
you bite right
We
at my
suddenly
ear and
open
neck,
our eyes,
I let out a
disoriented
low
and
moan,
confused.
my body
The
arching
vivid
against
dreams
you.
and fantasies
But suddenly,
that had just
I
consumed us
freeze
both
as if
slowly
waking
started
from
to
a dream.
fade away,
I look at you,
leaving
my
us
eyes
standing
wide
there in our
with
rooms
realization.
alone and
Wait a
disoriented.
minute. What are we doing, man?
Kendrick, what the hell just happened?
Man, this
Did
isn't
we
right.
just dream
We
that?
can't do this.
It felt so
We're
real.
not even
Drake,
gay.
yeah, I know,
I
man.
try to put some
I can
space
still
between
feel the
us.
dream.